Hello, I'm Chuck Phillips, South Alabama Home Inspections, and welcome to another edition of Southern Home Talk. And we're in the winter time now, and I actually like to do this more in the winter than I do the summertime. It just seems that I'm able to find these areas of air transfer easier during the colder months than I can during the summer months. I mean, it seems to me I can really feel cold more than I can hot air. So anyway, what we're looking at is a sub panel, and most all of us have these somewhere in the house, and usually they're on the exterior wall, and the main panel is usually on the opposite side of this. And so what they do is they cut a raceway, like you see this middle hole, and they run the cable through there, and it comes back and connects into the main breaker in this case. But anyway, we have a significant amount of air transfer going between the outside and indoor areas as a result of that hole being there. And so we also have some air transfer coming from around the frame of this as well. And so I'm also going to caulk that too. But a product that I'm going to use is this great stuff. It's a foam sealant. It works really well. You got to be really careful with it because it expands quite a bit. And if you put too much in that hole, it can actually buckle the panel. So you may want to consider using another product that's like this that doesn't expand quite so much. I think it's more for doors and windows. But I happen to be pretty familiar with this and know how much to spray in there. So that might be the better option if you're not familiar with it. And also, this is a live electrical panel, and it can be hazardous doing this as well if you're not familiar with what you're doing. And so if you have a air transfer coming through, that might be an area the next time you have an electrician to come out to seal this for you. Now, one way you can check to see if you've got this air transfer is to light a wooden stick. Sometimes you can see the smoke blow away or blow the opposite way depending on which way the air is moving, and that's a good way to check for air transfer. Now the thing about air transfer is this: it also carries moisture with it. The biggest problem most houses have is not so much the quality of the doors or the quality of the insulated windows as it is for open areas between the living space and the outdoor areas, even the attic areas. And so if you don't have those areas sealed, well, then it's either going to draw air from those locations or it's going to expel it from those locations. And that's really the biggest problem that most houses have, more so than the quality of the doors and windows. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and spray some of this in there so you kind of get an idea of what this stuff does. And that's going to be about it, because this is going to really expand out quite a bit. It doesn't look like much right now, but it can potentially get way out to where my hand is. And so that's why you really don't want to put no more than you have to into there for safety. So there again, you might want to consider the door and window foam products. And it's made by the same company, I believe, called Great Stuff. And you could use pretty much any kind of caulk to go around these frames as well. So I hope this has been somewhat informative. Take care, guys.